Furthest thing from it.
Okay, hold on, let me.
So my kids not playing.
Exactly.
Speaking of fucking
If Enzo wants to play, he has to wait till high school. He has to do all the legwork to go get the paperwork and all that shit. You got to
My
really
dad did that. My dad did that. So
Oh, really?
my dad did that to me, and I never played because of that. I didn't know how to get the paperwork and stuff like that, and I didn't know how to do all that stuff. So then, I just didn't do it. Never played. This is in like I was in like middle school or what have you when I went to play, and he told me that high school they didn't tell us, the staff didn't tell us till after we graduated we could have played with the neighboring school's team. So I definitely would have tried to try it out, but
you guys didn't have a team or something?
no, we went to a school that was way too small.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I figured by high school his brain will be developed enough that it can get knocked around a bit.
Oh, man, like the thing is, like, you don't want to hinder your kid because, like, what if he's really good at this and this is the thing that he's meant to do? Like, but then it's just like, yo, bro, if you get your head taken off and you somewhere else, like, I could never forgive myself.
No.
I would say in
Exactly.
defense of that, a lot of the best tight ends ever have come from basketball. They never play football. Like, hey man, you can jump. Come over here real quick. And that usually happens in high school. So it really could be, do something else until a high school coach says, "Hey, come here real quick."
Well, yeah, that's why I'm definitely putting Enzo like in track and shit.
Yeah. They will come get them in high school, and in high school they can be like, "Yeah, you know what? I don't want to get hit. Fuck this."
No, for sure. I'm just saying, like, it feels kind of crazy either way, and that's like if you're a tight end or like some ends come from basketball too, but like it's different positions. Like, what if your kid's like a quarter? I want my kid to play kicker. Like, yo, dog, you go out there and kick the football.
Put him in soccer. They'll come get him in high school.
Yeah,
exactly.
You got to be
there's
careful.
There's always an answer.
You got to make sure you put them in a league that doesn't allow headers until they're like 8 or 9.
Yeah, because they're concussion heavy as fuck over there.
Yeah. Oh.
He's running off. That's good. You can run off.
You guys are way far behind.
I am. For some reason, my stream's always behind.
Ooh, no, I don't think. Sorry, let me shut up.
No, like things like this are why I don't want to play the Bills because they have random. That's not a catch. They have random splash plays, and I hate that shit. I don't want to deal with that. I want to deal with Mahomes.
But I think
Kelsey.
we have the defensive line to kind of.
Yeah, but
that
he's big as fuck.
What's up, Michelle?
Hello. We're almost ready to go, by the way, guys. I just want to go ahead and drop this where it needs to be.
At least next week it'll just be normal code.
Yeah, I'm very excited for normal code.
Oh, that's one thing I don't like. I don't like the catch thing. I don't think you should have to keep it to the ground.
What?
That one should have been a catch. But, like, I say if he had it and then someone touched him, then he dropped it like that, you're down. Once somebody touches you and you're down, you're down. So it shouldn't matter if you keep holding on to the ball. Because once you're down, you're down.
I agree with that for out of bounds, but not the ground for some reason. I guess that's hypocritical.
I don't know. I just like the idea is like, hey, I'm down. Like, I don't have to hold the ball anymore. I caught it. He touched me. I'm down. Doesn't matter what happens after that. No. What I'm saying is, before it touched the ground, right? He had it between his face, his two arms, his face, and his hand, right? And then it rolled out, right? Well, I'm saying if somebody would have touched him while it was between his face and his arms and his hand, before it touched the ground, before it rolled out, that should be a catch. But once it rolls, like if it rolls out before
he didn't catch the ball, he just got hit in the face with it.
I mean, it was pinned between his hands and his face.
That logic, if you're diving and the quarterback hits you in the chest with the ball, then that's a catch.
Well, no. because the ball, you don't have it. You don't have any possession at all. If they have it, they're bobbling it, right? And somebody touches them. They got to be touched first. No, no, because you would never did. Huh? Well, keep it through the catch if nobody touches. My thing is, once somebody touches you, you are down. You have possession, you're down. Like, look, if it's between my two hands, huh? No, no, no. Because the whole thing is, right, if I have it between my two hands, you touch me and like immediately like I kind of let it go, that's not a catch. It's because you have cheese taking your ears. All right. So if I'm bobbling the ball, right, and I kind of get it between my two hands, right, and I fall to the ground and kind of like drop it out my hands, right, I still at the point I fall to the ground, I have my two hands are touching the ball, right, it's halfway still, I fall to the ground and then I drop it, I let it go, right, and this is all kind of like bang bang, right, that's not a catch, that's a drop. Okay, if I'm saying if you fall to that ground and somebody happens to be near you and touches you right when you fall down before it pops out your hands, you're down with the ball. Play stops immediately. So once you let that thing go, it's it doesn't matter because you've already been touched down. Yeah, yeah, it's over. It's over. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I was about to actually just say Cornelius McPickles, and once I get into the dumb stuff, it can go anywhere from there. But Cornelius McPickles was just definitely on the top of my head, and I just want to get that out.
He was a great Polish general. What? You brought him up. I figure I'd give him his due respect.
Was there
Oh
anything
man,
crazy that I missed
he
2 games
running
ago?
us. He about to F us over.
2 sessions ago. Anything like big or what did I buy? Okay. But we went shopping for a building. Oh, not like for items and all of that. Okay. That's simple. Wait. The fight was resulting because of our price haggling?
No.
Mm. Okay. Underbearing. All right. Got you. He said 50 goals ahead, and that was it. It just disappeared. Interesting. And we didn't formally align with any other groups, right? Huh? All right. So, all right, cool. Sidebar. Evan said he listens on Facebook. Do you ever record those streams? Okay. Oh, Twitch and Facebook are the same? Ah, solid. Okay.
When did you start doing YouTube? What's your YouTube account?
Party Pops. It's Party Pops Juicy Stick.
Is that with an exclamation point or an I?
It's definitely got an exclamation point. The funniest thing is that Nelson Aguilar is very useful for the Ravens.
No, he's used for any team but the Eagles.
It was it's hilarious. He's very useful, and I just think every time he catches the ball, I'm like, unlike Aguilar.
Aguilar. I said the same. That was all affiliated.
It's hilarious. He did an interview with the Ravens not too long ago where he talks about how he had to get therapy and shit.
I know they had to get to him. To him.
Why does everyone need therapy when they leave Philly?
Y'all treat people bad, man.
No, we're very fair.
He said he was all down on himself. There was a story about the person catching the baby and the dude dissed Nelson Aguilar.
That's the best sports story ever, yo.
That's what unlike Aguilar.
That's the main reason.
Unlike Aguilar.
That show was on ESPN.
Like, they was tossing babies and I was catching them. Unlike Aguilar. That was so funny.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, man. If you had heard the guy was saving people from
burning building.
Burning building. Yeah. They were throwing like the kids out the window for him to catch. And he was like, they were tossing babies and I was catching them. Unlike Aguilar, just on the news, candid as hell. It says
it was the wildest shot I've ever seen somebody catch.
He caught a strike.
Like that, if you want to know what a Philly fan is, there it is. Like, I could be saving a baby and it still fuck this guy.
Every kid he catches, fuck you, Aguilar. Fuck you, Aguilar.
Yep.
But
yeah, where Nelson Aguilar had to drop like 2 touchdowns in the game before.
Man,
it was crazy.
And it's great now just hearing this story, but once you see Bull face, as he says, unlike Aguilar, it's even funnier, yo.
Yes, it's hilarious.
That's what I knew Philly hate was different. That's what made it so fun enjoying the Super Bowl parade and all the after festivities wearing my Patriot shit underneath my work jacket. And I zipped that shit up so fast and started screaming, "Fuck Tom Brady." I'm not getting jumped out here.
What's it called? I was about to say. I always wanted to like be in New York and kind of see what New York media was like because they always talk about how New York media is so crazy. And I'm just like, Philadelphia is kind of crazy too. But like I know New York has to kind of be worse, but like I'm like, yo, these dudes follow people around from city to city, like the actual media. It interviewed them at airports. I'm like, mm-hmm.
And it's where most of the hubs are, like where most of the headquarters.
But like the funny part to me is like New York supports New York, right?
Eh?
It's
Until they
not like
don't.
right? No, it's a statement. New York always says it too. New York support New York, and they always hype. So I'm like, they always hype over themselves. But like Philly just be like, yo, I hate you. Y'all suck. Blah blah blah. I'm just like, yeah, I feel like New York is just a much more
I feel like
understanding.
New York fans are a lot like. Well, it depends on what sport you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, baseball, they're rough,
Mm-hmm.
but they spend so much money. You know, you
Yeah, they
can't put in
spend
a
a
lot
ton
of
of
those expectations. You talk to a Knicks fan though, they sound like Browns fans
money.
or Cowboys fans. So,
Manny, let the record show that was not a Philadelphian taking a Cowboy shot.
Manny, you like? Manny, what's your football team?
yeah,
Raiders.
Giants, right, Manny?
Raiders.
Oh, Raiders.
It's not even that. I just remember he was like wondering why we always take shots at the Cowboys for no reason. I'm just making sure he knows that was not one of us just now.
It's
That wasn't
funny,
a shot at the Cowboys. That was a comparison from the Knicks fans.
Okay. Trash.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
it was
can't
just
stand. I'm way
it was a
more
joke,
against the
yeah.
Giants than the Cowboys.
Thank you.
I got it.
As long as you got it.
I despise the Giants way more than I despise the Cowboys.
I despise the Niners right now more than I despise any of them.
Okay.
They talked so much shit last year.
Right.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen just got fucked up.
Man,
Wow.
Did we actually loot them afterward? I can't remember if we did that towards the end or not.
no, we didn't yet, and I definitely wanted to. Two.
And one more time, what am I rolling to see how much I owe? Well, finish that conversation first. Is there a way to roll back? Well, we don't got to do it right now, but roll back and just see what somebody else rolled, and I just take that just because you don't know what the plus something was. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I paid like 19 or something like that.
I'll do that right now. Do I know how much gold I have? All right. Well, I'll correct how much I have, but I don't think I've added any gold to my thing yet, unless you've done it. Yeah. I have 9 current gold right
Yes,
now.
I gave everyone an extra 50.
Yeah, I have 9 gold and 94 silver. Well, no, 94 silver. That's all I got right now.
So add
You gave Jerry 100, by the way.
250 to that.
Add how much
2,050
to the silver?
gold.
To the gold. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Thank you.
The Sly guy hooked us up.
And then Slyback sold the keys he took. Although I don't think he told you where the money came from. He just handed you all 50 gold.
Yeah, and
I was
Jerry
like,
didn't say anything either.
Me, Jerry, and Sabet, sometimes we have things we maybe shouldn't have. So, yeah, but like, people don't ask anything. Just,
And Brian, you said D20 plus what? I'm sorry, I missed it. Okay.
But that came from the group fund, not his personal fund.
All right, 16.
oh, yeah, all of our amounts. That's right.
Yeah, we got a separate amount for that, but I don't remember what it was. Because I think we got that from what was in that treasure chest, but I don't recall how much. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I need the number. 60? No, but how much we gotta add up everybody's totals. And it was 75 platinum or 70. What did you say? Minus 90 gold. Oh.
Oh no.
I think Sabet was down. Was he down or prone? He might have been down. I believe Sabet was down. Jerry is still laughing like a crazy person.
Yep.
And the fight has come to an end.
I killed somebody, right?
Pretty sure.
You killed 2,
Okay.
I believe.
After the final kill, you saw Philly pull out a Philly pack, and he used one of his cantrips to light it on fire.
What are you doing, Philadelphia?
Jerry just keeps
Go
laughing.
save. Go save. It's a bet. You are healed.
oh, yeah. I cast Revivify.
He's not dead. He's just unconscious.
Oh, all right.
You can move your orb of super healing over to him. You don't have the component for that.
Super healing.
All right. You can move him.
Okay, so we will say you move your healing spirit over to him and heal him with that.
Yeah, I'm about to roll.
You are smoking. our combat is down.
I can do 2 things at once. I know how to chew chicory stick and walk at the same time.
Slyback is just covered in his blood and the enemy's blood. I think he got 1 or 2 of them as well. Next to Jerry.
While everybody's doing whatever, Whistle going to go collect the caps.
Okay.
You know.
I've got
No.
one of them already. I give to you. Did you collect them all up?
So it's 5 caps and 5 sharp teeth.
There are 5 teeth in these. I think we should at least keep 2 for ourselves.
He only asked for their heads. I imagine their caps would be enough. I would like to keep the teeth.
Oh yes, we shall keep the teeth and the caps if he lets us keep them all. But if anything, I would like to at least keep 1 cap for our own purposes. I might even put it on my head. One of my horns.
They have tails, right?
It would look good on you.
They disappeared upon death. All that was left was a tooth in the hat.
Yeah, I was hoping to get their sickle. I wanted to make
Yes.
that shit my
Their
pack
person,
weapon.
yeah, their weapons and their persons disappeared on death.
Yeah, I wanted
Don't
to
you
get the
think he had,
tail
like,
and
a special
wear
hack
like a
weapon?
rabbit foot.
He does. He has the fucking blade, the staff of ages, but that's not good enough apparently. He wants a sickle.
I forgot to add it to my character sheet. I forget I keep having that.
Yeah, he just wants a sickle, you know.
Well, look, he's a chef. It's about that flavor.
Right?
You're right. You're
What?
right. That's clearly
Give me
the
fucking-
issue here.
Spit a sickle out of my snake mouth.
Yeah, who cares about this super magical item I made? So,
That's great because I feel like Manny appreciates that so much more as a fellow DM.
oh, he has to.
Oh, I've read the item like 25 times.
So Jay, are you still laughing or have you stopped?
Jerry's down to a giggle.
Cyrax.
Loud giggle, manic giggle, or like regular giggle? What's the quality of giggle here?
Cyrax will kind of join in at this point in like a whimpering kind of laughter almost.
Jerry, we did it.
We beat him. Oh, we got him all. Oh, God.
Which is wrong with those?
We did not have control of that.
As the manic laughter goes to, slightly uncomfortable giggling. Ooh, Shank.
Ooh.
Spoiler alert. As the manic laughter goes to slightly unhinged giggles. Some of the doors do begin to open. People peek their heads out. One thing you notice when that happens is the doors are opening completely silently. And as the doors do creak open, you don't hear anything from the inside. And people peek their heads out and kind of open the door all the way. And who has the best passive? I would say, fucking Phino, Philly, and Katra. You see this. You can kind of see whoever's opening the door kind of like touches on the inside of the frame. They raise their hand up, and when they do, you can then hear the sound from inside. Hear the sound of people talking nervously. This essentially, you get the impression that there was something inside the building that allowed it to be silenced entirely.
Mhm.
And as people kind of start coming back out, they are kind of avoiding, looking at you all and kind of giving, nods of, you did it? That was good. Good job. Cool. Who the fuck is that? And just going back to life in the city. It's a little odd that you go from that obviously terrified to, oh, it's over.
Oh. Cyrax will try to follow suit as he takes a deep breath and strains himself out and recasts mage armor, so I'm all clean again.
Okay. And as everyone kind of returns, you hear the clacking of the
Man, I
the
tell you,
cane.
Slyrack, I haven't had something like that in a long time. Long time, man.
But it was fun, wasn't it?
More fun. Like I said, more fun than I've had in a long time, man.
Good.
I rather like this Undercity.
Catcher, are you coming down off the ceiling?
Yeah, I'll drop down.
Okay. As you all are gathered around, kind of debriefing and having a quick, we're alive conversation. You do hear the clack of the cane coming back around the corner as the Underbaron rounds it and kind of waves to you all. Well, come on now, my man is right around the corner.
Huh?
Wait. Are we just walking with him?
Yeah, he hid for the battle.
Oh, all right, cool. The way Brian described it, I thought he caused it.
No, you don't get the impression that he caused it. He does seem to be in charge down here. At least that's what his name would imply.
Okay.
As we go, Slyback will ask him.
How often does that happen?
More than I'd like. But please, we can discuss that inside.
Do you think it could happen again within the next hour or two? Should we heal up?
He just keeps walking, unlocks his door, opens it up, and heads on in.
All right.
We got the Chiefs, Brian.
I see. You're gonna fuck him up. All right. I assume you all are following him into his house?
Yeah, at least I am.
No, I am too.
In there. I like to follow strange people into their homes.
Especially after a battle. You don't like the battle in the home entry? Never mind. That was a bad joke.
The sentences are just
That was a bad,
sentences.
that was a bad joke.
Give me one moment to bring the characters on over. I always miss Fino. There we go. Please have a seat. As you enter the Underbaron's Manor, you see a pretty well furnished room. It's nice and warm. Bookcases on the right, a very large sofa in the middle of the room with a table in front of it and an armchair facing it. There's a large map on the back wall, a smaller map as well, and a map table, as well as a smaller table next to the wall maps with some papers and scrolls on them.
Jerry leans over to Slyrack and whispers in his ear, Is the food going to be better now that we did that?
Let's find out. About the food that we mentioned earlier, the battle really took a lot out of us. It will be nourishing, won't it?
He removes the big battle axe on his back and kind of leans it against the chair as he sits down so he's more comfortable. Please have a seat. The food is being arranged.
Slark whispers back.
I'm skeptical.
Me too, man. Me too.
Guys are the worst.
It's important to keep narrative points consistent.
I am going to take a shot in the dark and assume you all sit down.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay,
What?
okay.
I'm tired. Kidding me?
Almost dying twice takes a lot out of you.
Okay. As you all sit, the Underbaron will reach under his cloak and pull out a bag. How many did you kill? You have the caps, I assume.
Do you need to keep them, or can we hang on to them?
I need to see them.
Oh, well, there they are. And I pull them out and show them.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very excellent. Reaches into his bag. 250 gold as promised, and he will hand you a smaller bag.
Okay. Thank you. It's a nice souvenir from the Undercity. These caps.
Yes, they are yours to keep, of course. I have no use for them.
Better than anything I could buy.
Certainly more exotic, yes. There aren't many who traffic in Fey goods.
Yeah.
Now,
Care to explain why the Red Caps are visiting here and attacking?
as a matter of fact, I do care to explain that. As I mentioned, I am Underbaron down here, and what happens here is my responsibility. You may or may not have noticed, but when the incident broke out, the palisade that allows entry to the Undercity came down. That is not under our control. That is governed by escalation. So, when there are crises, they are ours to solve. The ceiling of this complex itself, within it is a wall of force. Nothing that happens down here could ever affect the Overcity. If it were to turn into an inferno, it wouldn't even get hot. Thus, this makes this Fey problem all the more difficult, as we have no assistance. The main focal point of escalation in the city at large is the walls. Anything of value is in there. Anything of danger is in there. Not counting for outside the city forces. Even the Warden Guild, who I have contracted to ensure security, have no interest in fighting monsters. They are simply anti-humanoid defense, if you will. But we have this Fey issue. When I heard that you had cleared the capstone quagmire, and that you had turned down every invitation from every guild above, my thoughts shifted to partnership we could maybe form. I do not know what you plan to do with your time going forward. I do not know what your aims are as a group or as individuals, but I do know you work for gold. Am I mistaken by that assumption?
No, you're not.
Then I shall explain further. I do ask that you keep the exact details to yourself, but I have no way to ensure you do. I will simply ask, and if you say you will, I will take you at your word. Will you keep it to yourselves?
He's asking, will we keep what to ourselves? I'm sorry.
Well, he's about to tell you regarding the details of the Fey incursion.
Aye.
We shall. We shall.
All right. This will determine whether the guy's name is known as reputable, truthful, or conniving and lying. Do not take it lightly. Reputation is...
insight on this.
Absolutely. Reputation is one of the
Talking
things...
like we're not who we are already. No.
Y'all pretty new, bro.
Yeah, we've done a lot in 30 minutes down here.
What is going on? Keep going, please.
I'm waiting for the
Yeah, you
roll.
can keep going.
I'm waiting for the roll.
It's loading.
We pause for
Man, trying to
rolls
argue
here,
like,
sir.
yo, we've been doing this.
10.
We veterans.
He's hard to read. Seems to not be trying to insult you at all. Just simply making it clear that should you betray his trust here, he will make sure everyone knows that that is what you did. It will get around that you cannot trust the UGOAI should you betray his trust in this.
Okay.
Now, I do not know what you know of the Undermine, but as I mentioned, everyone in Escalation believes the only value is in the walls themselves. I disagree. As a Doradar, as a dwarf, we have always found our fortune below the dirt. And I am always of a mind that that is where fortune should be found. Thusly, when I took over as Underbaron 45 years ago, I made the push to begin excavation. You see, I do not agree with the masses that what we see as the current level of land is actually where it used to be. I believe the wall goes much deeper, as we do know from inside, but that can be chalked up to magic. I also believe that this ground level that we enjoy was artificially created. Thus, I began excavation. With the guild at my back, we've done much work. We have found the wall proceeds further. The treasures retrieved are slim, but they are in course of mining. We do find some naturally occurring resources as expected, and the occasional artificial that should not be down there, which simply adds power to my drive, if you will. That being said, the Undermine is a bit expansive, and we go further and wider every day, making sure to stabilize all. But, as I mentioned, the wall of force ensures nothing that happens here will affect anyone who'll care. Should a cave-in occur, I don't even know if the Undercity would drop. Never checked. But, I am a Dorgar. Our tunnels do not collapse. That being said, we recently broke through what should have just been a simple expansion of our mine to find a shaft. Pre-created, handmade. It went down a number, a mile or so. And there we found a structure. Large, easily centuries old. The veteran miners left it at that and came back up to report. Unsure of what could be there, I hired adventurers to go check it out. Now, the focus, as I mentioned, of everyone who comes to Escalation is the walls. It's very hard to hire anyone to do elsewise, but I managed. They went down, and only one returned. His sword bloodied, yet larger, which was strange. But he told me he ran into small creatures with large blades and red hats. That they were dogged, and that they could not overcome them, and that they had to run. Could not explain to me in any of my satisfaction why he survived and his group did not. Though I must tell you earnestly, I did not believe his accounts. That being said, we have sent others down, stealthier types, just to see. We found 2 caps, not the numbers he suggested. But we did find the dead of his group. Wounds, not in line with the foe they faced, but a large blade. That is neither here nor there to my concerns, but shortly after that, we began having the Red Cap incursions. They started small, initially just confined to the undermines themselves. They're not unkillable, the Red Caps, as you have found out, but if ambushed, they're almost guaranteed to destroy their targets. We have lost many to them, but we have adapted. We can quickly squirrel ourselves away to safety. If they do not find something to kill quickly, they grow bored and agitated, and retreat to wherever they come from. It is.
Jerry leans over to Slyrack and says, "Hey, tell him ask that guy who went down there. What's the guy's name who came back, and where is he now?"
Already ahead of you.
As we grew used to this phenomenon, it's a guarantee. Every incursion will be met with death of citizens of the Undercity. Every incursion will see death of minors. But it is simply a danger of the Undercity. A danger I would like to extinguish, as it does not bode well for business or for the psyche of my citizens. Last report, there were... Every incursion is 5 red caps, which is odd. They seem to have an inexhaustible amount to send, but never more than 5 come. From the scouts, we have learned that there is a room with a large palisade blocking further passage, but behind it is a softly glowing purple crystal. I do not know its connection to these incursions, but I know it being discovered seems to have triggered this. That is also where we found the bodies.
Purple what?
Crystal.
Okay.
That is also where we found the bodies of the last group. So it is to be assumed their arrival there triggered this. What I need, what the Undercity needs, is for someone to go back down there, to ferret out what is happening and to stop it, if possible.
I'm sure we have a couple questions. I myself will go first. Firstly, about that food. It is still coming, yes. Okay.
He sighs and he taps his cane on the ground twice, and the back door to the room, or the rear door to the room, opens, and in comes a large half-orc, sharply dressed, in essentially butler attire, as it were, with along his arms multiple charcuterie boards, which he puts down in front of you all, and a picture.
Jerry leans over. Jerry leans over and whispers to Slyrack, "That cheap fuck wasn't gonna do it."
Charcuterie boards and empty mugs in front of you all, and a picture of what looks like orange juice. And he also puts down a bottle of. He shows a bottle to you all of sparkling liquor, which is a rarity. He puts that down as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry wants to say you first, but he doesn't.
Oh, Sonic digs in.
So there are charcuterie boards
mouthful.
to enjoy.
Question 2. Excuse me. Your adventurers that went down, you said one came back. He is still around. We could speak to him, yes?
No, he left the city shortly after.
Where do we get his name? We might be interested in speaking with him yet. But I think my final question, you said the wounds of the others were caused by larger blades than the red caps. You also said that the one who came back with a larger blade. Would the wounds be consistent with the larger blade the survivor had?
It is no question in my mind that this individual killed his compatriots.
Yes. How did he seem over the loss of his comrades?
Yes. Had he been in the dungeons before? Yes. Okay.
Jerry whispers to Slyrack, I don't know, man. Sounds like something we were kind of thinking about doing with this group, but they ended up being cool. You know, kill them and then get upset about the mission
Hey, yo.
and use it to distract from your broader goal. You know,
Yo.
Let's say we had. Where would we go? Might give us some insight of where he went.
exactly.
We'll talk more on this later. Everyone's looking at us.
Well, they're looking at you. They can't see me. Ah,
Anyone else have any questions about that?
Did
We're
you
interested
mention how
in-
long ago this took place? Like when you started seeing the red caps?
Where's the interest to your mind? And how much are we being offered for this? Amethysts are usually purple.
As he's talking, Jerry is making his way over to Fino, and he whispers in his ear, "Ask how much the dead guy's got."
Jumps a little bit.
Jerry puts his hand on Fino's shoulder and says, be easy. Come on, man." Jerry whispers in Nafino's ear. It sounds like he doesn't have a number because everybody dies.
So I was going to ask you. You say it goes up, it goes up, it goes up. What are these numbers?
And how much if we make it so that the people here are safe once again?
Peace. Oh, just 700. Okay.
These people are trapped down here. When the enemy comes and the walls close, this is nothing more than a giant prison cell. But not when there is. I am in favor of helping.
And if we could, shall this boost the name of the UGOAI in the Undercity? Oh.
Jerry, during this, has made his way back over to Slyrack.
I look at Catty Cats and Philly, and I'm like,
Question, Brian. Last session, I swear he said he's been under bear. He took over 7 years ago. Is it 7 or 45?
He said 45 today. I thought it.
Yeah, I have 8 written down from last week too.
Okay, so it is. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was the last time there was nobody in line for succession.
You're okay. Okay.
I don't know why I wrote down 8. It's weird.
Kat says, how far below have you gotten with the wall? How deep have you gone? Of what? What have you found so far? What kind of thing? Any portal? Any portal?
Is there any are there any copies or has anyone identified the sigils or magic sign symbols? Feely looks at Cat with an inquisitive eye after he says that. Cousin, I am intrigued.
It does sound quite interesting.
Eh? Okay.
Brian, I want to roll insight though when he was talking about the stuff they found. Yeah. Hold on. Ooh, it's bad. It's under 10.
It's a 1.
I say, why not? Wait. How many people have you lost to this? How many warriors have you lost?
Jerry reaches over and says to Fly Rack, "Yeah, this charcuterie is really good, but do they have the main course coming?"
Is this shit floating through the air, Jerry?
Jerry is, but Jerry is like crouched on both knees, table level, and just kind of surreptitiously scooping. He's bringing his mouth right to the food and just scooping.
It's a fucking dog.
Like, imagine just like tapping, slapping some food into your mouth real quick.
Just wanna put Jerry's probably on his chest, laying down because he's big as shit.
He might be in sniper position. He might be in sniper position. Just alternating scooping hands.
That's funny.
So, okay, we will need minor
Does
supplies.
Flyrack ask about the main course?
Oh shit.
So, sorry, were you saying something?
I was. We will need some supplies, and whatever we find, we keep.
Can I guide him? All right.
You have to cast, he's saying, and you'll cast this in front of the guy.
Can I say something somehow? Because I was going to say similarly. I'm going to say, yes, we definitely need supplies.
Can about sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I can't hear you guys. Hold on.
19 natural.
Yeah, but it's me. I can like. No, it's everyone.
Jerry leans over to Slyrack and says, "Everything we find minus one per person."
Slyrak will, with a mouthful, as I'm trying to finish off with charcuterie.
Brian, does that sound like an offer that would like make sense, like in this like industry, or does it seem like
Kitty moves.
so we're going to solve a problem, not to dungeon dive.
Right, and he's also lost 15 warriors to these 5 group red caps, and we just kind of handled them. Right, but they still lost 70 people and 15 warriors.
Yes.
Right, and I'm kind of saying like, as a group, we'll probably find more than one thing per person. So, I think.
So yeah, as Slyrak is trying to complete the charcuterie boards. So there's 2 things. We as a group, we don't all know each other for very long, and we keep to ourselves. We divide things up. And you seem very well off. Just look at these appetizers. They're so exquisite. I can't wait to see what the main course beholds. So really, I can't imagine that you really need much. But what if, after we return, we would have already split everything up amongst ourselves before we get back, so that we would each offer up an item. You could bid on one item from each of us. As we are a group, we're still new, so we're still kind of individuals as well. Okay.
That was good shit, bro. If I could give you bonus, I would.
Top
This
notch
dude
argument.
said, this dude said, "This is a great appetizer. I'm done."
14 plus 4.
I mean, I feel like that is a kind of cheap to give us some appetizers. Honestly, charcuterie is not a meal.
That's what I was saying. Like, you promised us a meal. If you can't come through on the meal, how can I trust you with the gold?
Yeah.
Insight. I'm trying to see if this dude's like going to try to rob us or betray us if we have something that he likes, and we don't want to sell it.
And while he's doing that, Jerry is gonna whisper to Slyrak.
Oh,
Can we
wow.
get one item that we can keep as a group? It doesn't have to be offered up.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like those terms. Might I make one modification? As a group, because we are still trying to bond, we are trying to progress towards a group. Might we be able to save one item, unbiddable, amongst the entire group? Every other item, completely biddable.
Well, wait. We've already said half the items are unbiddable.
But he would like to see them.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm. And then, yeah, but there are 5 that he can only pick 5 to bid on.
Right.
Right.
Regardless of how many we find.
But Slyrock's saying he can. So yeah, Slyrock's basically saying, can we pick one thing that he can't bid on no matter? So if he wants, if that's part of his 5, we can say no, you can't bid
I
on that.
see. Oh, okay.
A 17 and a 6, so 17, 21.
What?
What?
That's fine.
No, not no.
It's fine.
No.
We're talking about thousands of gold plus magical items, and all we give up is 250.
But the other part too is not saying like just saying he can't bid on it. Doesn't matter if he bids on it. We can still say no to the bid.
Exactly.
What's the price the contract starts at again?
700 gold, and it goes up to 700 platinum.
Gotcha.
I feel like we can't say no to everything, though.
Sure, we can.
We can, but
we can't say no to everything. But if we can say no to 2 things, then one of those things can be one of those 2 things. We never even need to have the one protected.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like unless we want him to hurt our reputation, we have to appease him once we come out of this place.
Right.
I'm not giving him everything.
No, I don't.
That's why I'm seeking for at least one.
Yeah.
Jerry whispers in the Slyrack's ear. He carries that like he's gonna do something with it.
But I am fine with the negotiation, guys. I asked you one question, but I'd rather get on with this. I like the idea. We are going to do this. No?
Yes, but why would we give up the bounty? That doesn't make sense.
To protect an item. If it's an item worth protecting, it'll be worth entirely more than 250 gold.
If it's an item worth protecting, we can say no to his bid.
There's also no telling how much useless shit we'll find.
Exactly.
You get to offer up 5 things for him to choose from.
No.
Yeah, that
he will
get
get
to
5
choose
things.
5 things.
From,
yeah,
but it's a bid. It's not. Yes.
Okay,
But we
so
have
then,
to accept the bid.
all right. So, kind of, this is what I said to Slyrack earlier. Now that it's just us, I think we should really push for every person getting to choose one thing that's untouchable.
I think this is too much in negotiation. I think he has given us a very fair deal.
Yeah, if he's gonna take away the bounty for one untouchable item,
let's not go back and forth on.
Fine.
Here's my thought, and I'm totally fine with that being the thing. But what if we just ask for a decreased bounty, so that we can try to split the team's thoughts in the middle?
I truly don't understand why we're doing this.
I think over negotiating is too much. I think we have Slyrack's idea and we have Cutler's idea, and we should just vote. What do we believe?
One last point before we vote. If we allow him to bid on everything, negotiations can go one way or the other. He may have tricks that we don't know about. Look what happened in the other shop. It was a negotiation that went more wildly than I ever expected it to. If we have an item that is untouchable, there is no tricks, there is nothing that could lose us that item. That is why I feel like a 250 gold insurance policy would be worth it.
I feel like it's insurance for him more so. I mean, like, what if we?
I think you guys have stated your points. No, I think we shall vote.
Let us vote.
Let's not belabor it.
Slyrack, when would that insurance policy kick in? Like, if we come back out and we're all alive, do we get that insurance pay?
No.
No, the insurance policy is ensuring that whichever item we pick, there is no chance of us losing it.
We can also just ask him right now what would happen if we decline his bids.
That is fine. That can be what we ask after we make the vote.
I feel like that's going to end with the same result as when we asked Valkyris how long we had to stay before leaving.
No, we can ask if there's a penalty for declining. I mean, I don't think so.
That is fine, guys. I think we understand what we will do if there is a penalty. Right? We will go with Slyrax, right? But if there is not, then we will go with whatever we vote on right here. No?
Yeah.
Works for me.
Okay, so we can vote now, right? And then we can make that decision once we find out his answer. But let's vote beforehand. All in favor of Slyrack, raise your swords.
So who raises their hands?
Just
Jerry raises a cat. You just see his cat up on the side.
Okay. I think so. That's probably going to go with them.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going
to.
And in order to not have a tie, we're not going to count Sabat right now.
Okay. I was actually just going to break the tie. But all right.
Well, no, it'd be 6 people. You couldn't break the tie.
Yeah.
Feely looks at Cat and goes, "Sorry, cuz, but the ability to keep a potentially rare item over 250 gold that I can make and sell in Philly packs in 2 days."
Oh, I'm done. This dude's
I'm gonna go with
This guy is wild.
Oh my god.
Wildest cousin around.
It is just you and I. So, we are going with Cyrax's plan. No matter what he says, there's no point of asking him. I guess we can ask him that question either way.
No, there's no point.
It can't hurt to ask.
Ask the question, Slyrack. And Katra, try to see if you can piece together what he actually means when he answers. And I too will.
At that, the door
Katra,
does
you got
open
this stuff
again.
right now.
Guidance lasts 1 minute, so.
We'll ask that question right away.
Stretches and like rubs his stomach.
I can smell it already.
And by the way, Katra and Fino, you guys are right next to each other. It probably wouldn't be super hard to do that without being seen. If you wanted to guide him, because it's just a touch spell, I believe. You could probably get that off.
Just like put a hand on him.
Wait, to guide him for what?
To guide him in conversation, if you want to give him guidance, it probably would not be too hard to get off because you're sitting right next to him.
Sure.
But he does come back in. He has his cane, and behind him is the half-orc. He removes the charcuterie boards, and then puts down a plate for each of you. There seems to be it's an omelet, some pancakes,
What the fuck?
and some hash browns.
Okay, wait.
Fino pushes the plate to the center and says, "Thank you, I appreciate it." And then he takes the sparkling bottle of alcohol that he had that was out there. He takes that and just puts it in his pack.
That
You
goes
look
for
down and just see
everybody.
food disappearing.
What? What
Yes.
time of day is this?
Slyrak's already eating.
You say what time of day is
And
it?
with a mouthful.
Say, one final question. As we have been enjoying your glorious under-city hospitality, I want to make sure that we understand it fully. You asked to be able to bid on items, implying that we would have the ability to deny your bid. This seems odd to us. Could you explain if we were to deny all of your bids,
Or Eddie.
or any, was there repercussions? I'm afraid we don't understand a proposition that would be so open-ended.
Katra, it is the afternoon, Katra. That's a heads up. It is not morning.
The fuck?
Make it quick. Breakfast is quick.
Breakfast is very quick.
Get out of my crib.
It's like, these fucking people want food. What can we make?
Is that the vibe?
There's
Or is
6
it
of them.
just
No, it does
the
seem like
Hey.
well-made food. But if you had to like puzzle out why the fuck they gave you breakfast food, that might be it.
Great.
He nods along to the question and he says, "You are of course within your right to deny every bid I make, but it is an opportunity for me to judge how reasonable you are as a group and as individuals. I do assure you, I will offer fair price and I will offer over fair. Should you say no to everything, well, I do not know you're a group I'd enjoy working with in the future. Though, of course, the contract will still stand. That should be the first ones we go to for things down here.
Knowledge of past life, too.
And I roll insight on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, altogether, I have,
And
20.
20 for you, and what did Katra get?
and is his clan known? Like, what's their reputation? Like, are they known for being reasonable? Like, backstabbing?
Clan Bloodkith?
Yeah.
No,
Babysitting guild.
their word is very important to them. They extend courtesies quickly. They take people at face value quickly, but they react extremely openly and violently to betrayals and perceived insults. But that's, the general clan at large. Individuals vary within those families, but usually they are known to be dwarfs of their words, or Dorgar of their words, as it were. They if they make you a promise, they will forever keep it.
Okay.
If you take advantage of their kindness, they are not good enemies to have.
Okay.
So both of you kind of hit the same note as far as this is concerned. Should you get the impression that he is going to make reasonable offers, and if you all are saying no to things, he is going to start making more and more closer to outrageous offers. And you get the impression that should you force him to overpay for something that he should not have to pay that much for, or should you turn down a nonsense amount of money, everyone in the city will know about it, and your group's reputation will be forever changed by that because a blood kith will have said it.
Now, this means on any, like, let's say we give them 4 or 5, but like on one of the things we're just like, nah, we don't want Skull. Like, we get the idea that that's going to happen with that still too, or
like we have
like
to.
we're really with 4 or 5, we're like, okay, that's cool. But one of them we're just like, no, we really want this one. We don't really want to sell this one that much.
Well, you guys haven't established that part of it yet. So should you decide an untouchable exists, then that's a different thing. But as a current,
untouchable. Let's just say, to us, this thing is. It seems like, and we're not just bullshitting him. To us, it's just valued at a ridiculous amount.
We just don't want to sell it.
We're kind of giving that off too. We're not just bullshitting, saying, "Oh, we don't want to sell it to you." We're just like, "Yo, to us, this is really invaluable, so we're not selling it. It's not untouchable, but I just don't think you've reached the price that's we'll sell it for."
You get the impression that if you have an item that no matter what he offers, you keep saying no, that would. You do not know how much money he has. It does seem like he has quite a bit, and you feel like so essentially that's going to be hard to tell until you get there. But
gotcha.
You basically it seems like he expects to be able to buy it. Like the bid means he wants to be able to buy these things. Like
you get the impression that he understands there are things you will turn down. He does not expect giving face value or giving double that would demand he automatically 100% gets it. He does expect you to be whatever fair makes sense to you all. Like if he picks 3 things, one of them's bullshit and 2 are valuable, you get the impression he expects to be able to buy one of these valuable things. So it would be okay if you had a personal untouchable that you turn down every bid on. But if there were if there are 5 things and it's automatic no on the 4 most valuable, you feel like that probably wouldn't work out well in the long run.
Gotcha. All right.
He expects a reasonable, fair chance to buy something no matter what it is. Within reason. Again, if you find a WorldBreaker item down there, he would not expect to be able to buy it. He may bid on it, but he may not expect to be able to buy it.
Okay. All right.
So,
but with the plan that we're deciding on, we can just keep something that he won't even be able to see the bid on.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm.
You can keep your 250 gold. And I put the pouch back on the table. I said, "Or would you like it in your hand? I do not want to be rude."
Oh no, you misunderstood me. That's yours. I meant for every red cap you kill down there. That's bound to be removed.
That's what I thought he was talking about.
Is 50 gold per red cap down there too?
100 if you're working for me.
100 gold per red cap. And I look back and slide. I just turn my head to them, and I just kind of look at them, wait for an answer, kind of like we're still cool with this.
Sarek is.
Philly, I'm looking at you. So
100 per.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give a nod.
Can't make that up in 2 days.
Exactly.
Now, to keep in perspective, I had to pass on some armor because it was 3,200 on sale.
Shit, you might kill 32 of these things.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, so wait, I'm confused about.
So that's something you can buy.
For armor.
I'm joking.
That doesn't even require attunement.
Right, but we don't have to sell that. If we find something like that, we don't have to sell it, even if he offers it.
And so with the bidding process, we don't have to give it to him. Like he
No.
bids on it. If it's something that's super rare, we can just say no, we're not bidding on it.
Yeah.
Maybe like one
Whoa.
thing. Well,
But I
No, we
also
can't do
have a
that for
hint
everything.
that
now.
if something is worth 10,000 gold and he offers 15, he is going to expect that regardless of what the item is. And if we tell him no, it's going to hurt our reputation.
Brian just said that wasn't the case, though.
No. It depends on. So it'll be a couple of rounds of bidding on the different items, right? So it is going to be within that you have to determine whether you are honoring the contract or not. So you can say no, but if the best item is the third thing that he asked for to bid on, and you've already said no a few times, then it looks much worse. If the best item is the first thing he bids on, then you may have some wiggle room, but you do not know how that's going to play out.
There's
You
going to
be
be a
mindful.
ton of gray area.
Or
we could take one item completely out of the gray area.
Exactly. That's my whole point. One item that he doesn't even know about, because we just don't
No.
want people to know.
You have to still
he
show
still
him.
has to see
You still have to
everything.
show him everything. You can just pull it off the bidding
But it
entirely.
can't hurt our reputation.
Correct. He will not.
I'm looking at Philly still.
You said what?
I'm looking at Fino staring at you, waiting for you to nod your head.
If he still
Or
has
is
to
that out?
see it, money's not everything, but I think we'll make do. Cousin, I'm with you.
Oh, so you're not
switched
pulling
out?
it off. He's switching sides.
Okay.
Okay.
Because he still has to see it. I thought we were going to be able to completely hide it from him.
No.
No.
Still has to see it.
Then we will continue on with your bounty. There is nothing that you can not bid on.
Excellent. And he gets up and goes over to his desk and begins writing down what you assume to be a contract. Scribble some more. Now, would you like me to include a casket fee? Hazard pay, as it were, should one of you die?
For sure.
Yeah, can you send it to my parents?
It'll be given to the group.
Not doing that.
What they do
I will
with it
take
is what
the
they
money.
do with it.
I'm just stuff them in the bag. Don't we have a holding bag?
You have a backpack. I have a haversack. Right. All right, and he brings it over. And the contract pretty standard. I will be hiring. I, under Baron Von Bin Bloodkith, am hiring the UGOAI to investigate and or clear the undermines of the Fey incursion. Should they simply report back on the true cause, 700 gold will be paid. Should they remove, render inert, or destroy the cause, the pay will increase twofold. Should they fully clear the undermines of all Fey and stop further incursions, 700 platinum will be paid, as well as 100 gold per red cap and or Fey defeated, with proof of defeat. Should one of the UGOAI die in the process, the group will be given a surplus pay of 2 times payment per dead member.
One more thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there are Fae that are more difficult down there in the catacombs than the red caps. And in that case, are they still only worth 100?
Should you be able to prove the identity of what you ran into, once I have verified how strong it was, I will pay you accordingly. 100 is the basement.
Understood.
Unless you run into something weaker than a red cap. I do have some Fey experts I could consult.
That sounds fair.
We will call 50 the basement.
Red cap is the base level.
No,
You
red
can go
caps you get
above
100
no.
from. You get 100 for the red caps. If you find something weaker than a red cap, that will be 50.
Yes, I said base level, not basement. You go below base.
I
Oh,
live,
it
I
does
live
not matter.
underground.
Okay, so we shall sign. And Fino, do you have a pen? Quill.
No, don't sign. Huey puts his glasses on. He picks it up and he casts. He just looks at it more intently. Looks for any small print that he might have skipped over. Even though you did say they're kind of earnest, right?
You said what?
You said they're earnest fellows, right? His race.
His clan. So are you investigating?
Hey, I'm just investigating before we sign anything.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
Oh, if I can roll investigate, I will investigate too.
You guys can all pass this paper around. Who wants to check and who wants to give him advantage? We'll do that. Someone can check with advantage.
I have
Can I check with advantage?
Definitely give
I have a
advantage.
+5 also, so you can do it.
Mine's
Go
plus-
ahead.
plus-
You can
mine's
do
plus
it,
5 as
and I'll
well.
guide you.
So we have 3 +5s. Okay, who wants to roll? We have 3 people with +5.
All right.
Anybody
I'll
can
give
I don't
Greg
have-
advantage because he went first.
Yeah. Okay. Greg's got it.
Here we
Okay.
go.
And you gave him guidance for this?
Correct.
Okay. So you have advantage,
so I got
not
14.
intelligence, investigation. What's the investigation button?
Hold up, where we at?
You just rolled an intelligence save. This is an investigation.
Don't tell us you no. Only on investigation. You have a +5 on investigation.
Do you have a +5 on investigation?
I'm looking for it. I can't find it on. I'm using the app now.
Okay,
It's
hold on.
on your skills.
It'll be in skills.
It's under, yeah.
All right.
You find it yet, Greg?
Yeah, somebody else roll.
You want to tell him what it is?
Exactly.
Wow.
Pastor, you can do it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, with advantage,
Well, you both
plus
because
plus
he's
5.
in the same boat as me.
Plus guiding myself. Okay, hold on.
Sorry, plus guidance. Yes.
This is hilarious.
Clown, man.
He's about to have us.
Clown, man.
All
He
right.
said I'm smart. I can investigate.
Hold on. So base 30, 20 plus 5, 25.
Hey.
Hey, okay. So, as you look through and you kind of bring out your appraisal gear to kind of tick, to see if there's anything in borders or anything, you do see written extremely tiny.
Wow.
If you are fool enough not to check this document, I will dock your pay by 5%.
Casper just laughs. He truly just
What type of middle school
bragging the fuck up. What is this? What you? Okay.
Read further, and as you read down a little below it, like much further, like right at the margin of the bottom of the document, should you say to me, "Well played," I will add 100 platinum to the fee.
Oh, very well played.
He smiles. As expected of a dwarf. 100 platinum will be added to the contract. Now, if you all won't mind signing.
Good job, cousin.
Vino, show sign.
Now I hold it up to the light to see if there's any invisible ink. It's like, no.
Vino signs. His hand, his what's called is like John Hancock. Like that shit is just extravagantly over the top, extremely like nice. He's an amazing penmanship.
Do you sign first or last?
He'll sign last.
Okay. There's room for it.
Jerry
Jerry, are you?
sign
Sly
over
Rackins
his name.
Tibet.
He's
Jerry
going to
Sly
decide
Rackins
this shit.
Tibet.
Hold on.
Huh?
Go ahead again.
No, Jerry Sly Rackins. Yeah. So Jerry Sly Rackins Tibet already have a plan for this signing shit. One of them just tosses the pen in the air. Other one pretends to catch it, and I sign my name during the pretend catch.
How interesting.
Okay, right, exactly. Just extravagant flair.
It's like, oh, there are 6 names on this. Somebody else signed this.
Right.
When did it happen?
he kind of chuckles as he looks and sees 6 names, and he puts on a ring, brings over some wax and heats it, then puts his seal on it, and then he hands it over to you all. That is yours.
Another work of art by Fino. Folds it and puts it in his breast pocket.
Now, as far as supplies are concerned, I will be able to
Interesting.
outfit you with anything you need for progressing through the mine. We will guide you to the opening we found. There is a ladder to reach the bottom. That should not be an issue. What else were you thinking as far as needs?
Potion. Healing potion.
Potion.
I am...
Do you have any +1 weapons or weapons that give an advantage?
I am not your patron, I am your employer. I was assuming that you were capable. You killed 5 red caps yourselves very quickly.
Let's not make this a tenuous relationship. You could just say no.
That was me saying no. My apologies. No, I do not have that to apply to you.
Is there a place where we can purchase the
Do
potion?
you have maps of the mines?
You'll be led straight to the opening. I have no maps of that down there.
Do you have maps of the area around it? Of what you have already excavated up to that point?
Of the undermines in their entirety.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to have.
It is mapped, yes, but to believe the problems below it.
Are you sure?
I do believe if we have to escape out of there, we need to know exactly where we may be going, especially if we are running. Do not want to be trapped.
I can certainly provide you with the direct route in and out. Without issue.
Well, you are obviously trying to hide something. That is fine. We will not try to explore your minds.
No, that is not the case. I do have a hard, fast standard that those outside of the guild do not have full mapping of the mine. That is not the only issue. Should you return and feel the need to further search the mines, that can be arranged, of course.
Okay.
But that would be done with a guide to show you quickly around.
Any other supplies that we need? Yes.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
Okay. We shall leave. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
And Fino starts to walk out. Thank you for your hospitality. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. There is no time limit per se, but the fewer people who die in the meantime would be the better.
Yes.
Jerry whispers to Slyrack, his people, not ours.
I might want to take another trip through that things, the good stuff, now that we have this button. I really want that armor before we go see the Fae.
Brian, or DM, in my travels, well, I have come across a good deal of magic, whether that means I know it or not.
What do you mean?
Like, basically, I don't necessarily know magic, but I know certain things exist, certain spells and stuff.
What are you trying to ask?
Basically, would I know that if you have something of someone like that button, we could possibly teleport to them or scry on them? If someone had the spell.
Let me check something really quick.
While he's checking that, probably
I
ask
think we should
I can roll for it, probably.
While Brian's checking, I definitely think we should discuss battle strategy. I think we started seeing more of each other in that previous battle.
Yes.
Our skills. That healing spirit. I haven't used it before ever. Never had a reason to, but I reckon if you keep falling in the front line of the battle, no offense.
Boom.
No offense.
Someone taking
Speaking of,
awry very quickly. I didn't get the spell up I wanted, nor was I at full health. But
maybe I can.
That subject.
But maybe I can support you in a way with some of my abilities, so that you can get those spells up. If there was like an issue of casting time, I don't know what the issue was with that last battle.
I think I just got a little overzealous. I've got a taste for combat, and I've enjoyed it very much. Unfortunately, my skill does not match my ambition quite yet. Wow,
unfortunately for me, my ambition doesn't quite match my AC.
While we were on that topic, there's a piece of armor I think would very much help. But I can't afford it on my own. I was wondering if each of you would be willing to lend me 150. And when we come out of this, I will return each of you 200.
All right.
Why don't you just take it out the party fund and put?
I just take it.
Whoa.
750 in the party fund.
It's already 44 platinum.
But yeah, I just give Sonic the 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it to you. You don't have to owe me anything extra. But what was in that store? Was there anything that will we be able to check that store out? I don't like me above board. I didn't see the store at all.
Yeah, if you were light armor, I think this was the place to go.
Oh, got you. So it was just an armor store.
No, we had a bunch of stuff. One of them, you guys didn't really let him explain everything he had before you challenged him to shoot me or discount.
What was the other store, though?
The other store, I think you went in and asked specifically almost for what she had.
Yeah,
I think you were angling for the armor when you went in there at that point.
Yeah, the things, the good stuff. Was the one with the light armor and stuff. Mm-hmm. The last thing you'll need is the one where we got into the contest.
Mm-hmm. There was scrolls and stuff on the walls, but you didn't really get a good breakdown of what was there because once the crossbow came up, people's eyes went bloop bloop. To double back to Pheno, you would be aware that with an item you could scry on someone with much higher success, as that is a warlock spell. You do not have much knowledge about teleportation.
Okay.
Yes. This belonged to him. I
No,
don't have.
this is what Thino would know.
Oh,
I'm not a warlock.
Good.
I'm not a warlock.
I'm aware you're not, but you used to have.
Okay, gotcha.
yes.
Yeah, I understand. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I think we shall keep this button. If we need to, look in on Mr. Underbaron. Shall one of you two, 3, get the spell? We can scry on him.
If we get a scroll, I should be able to cast it regardless.
Wonderful. And then I lean into Philly. I say, Philly, did any of that pique your interest back there? When he was talking about the glowing purple gem.
Not in particularly. That might be something for my cousin.
No, it doesn't. I
Oh,
remember, and I get really quiet. I remember you produced something similar from the dungeon.
Oh,
Oh, Brian, did that come up?
wait.
no, I mean this is the first time it's being brought back up.
Wait,
Mm.
did I see? He
showed us.
He showed you guys. You felt like you had to give it back to him because it was his, but he showed everyone.
I forgot all about that.
Let's go see.
And we saw the thing in the dungeon. We all should have saw it when we were there too.
Brian, is it in my
Oh,
pocket
when
right
you
now?
were talking to which thing? Fino.
Both. We saw his when he showed us. We also saw the bigger piece of it when some of us decided to put our hands in and some of us decided not to. Wasn't that a bigger piece of it?
Bigger version.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's a larger.
everybody should have
Yes,
seen it.
everyone saw
The
that,
larger version
yes.
and Feely's pocket side.
But to be clear, both were essentially perfect cuts. It did not seem like Philly's was a chip off of it, just a smaller, perfect version as well.
Right.
Where is it now? Is it in my pocket?
Where'd you
Or
put
is
it?
it in my soul?
No, you have it. You can. It's not.
I asked to Philly. I said, were you not asked for a favor to take that?
I was asked,
Mhm.
yes, but there was no favor brought up. Yes.
Yes. I'm just saying, if you get the urge to kill us all, when you see that thing, you let us know first. Let us
Oh,
know.
of course. And if you can stop reminding the DM of these promises I've made, I would greatly appreciate it.
The only thing you promised was to listen the next time it wanted to talk to you. That was the only promise made.
Okay.
To be open to the next conversation.
Yes.
Sea cucumber. The safe word is sea cucumber. No murderers. Just yell it.
I'm writing that down too.
I'm writing it down too.
This is hilarious. Oh my god. Please.
That is great.
Sea cucumber is fucking amazing. How did we get
It's our
here?
safe word.
Okay.
I can't wait for that to come up in the future.
I really hope it does.
Sea Cucumber Part 2 is going to be epic. Somebody's going to die.
Wow.
And lastly, just for a point of note, these buildings here, I don't know if you all saw it, when after the red caps disappeared, they have something where they raise their arms up in the doorways internally, and it cut off the silence. Just to let you know, in case it gets very, very quiet around here and the doors are all closed and locked, that does not necessarily mean the town is empty.
Good to know.
To the good stuff.
The good stuff.
To the good stuff.
Okay, so
Jerry is taking Feely's blood.
So you make your way to Things, the good stuff, where Shopkeep Excellence is waiting. She smiles and says, "Oh, I see you made it back in one piece."
Yes. It's quite an adventure around here, is it not?
Well, it does keep you on your toes, for sure.
Well,
Ask her how often these incursions happen.
this is, everyone seemed well prepared. How often does this happen?
Oh, once every few days, give or take.
What?
Though numbers go up and down.
Fino is flabbergasted.
Well, we aim to help with that.
And Slyrak will show the button.
I wondered if we might have another conversation about that armor. You see, we will be heading off to help stop this soon. If the price remains at 32, that is fine, but now that we have the Underbaron at our back, I wanted to see if that made a difference.
Oh, gallant knight, in need of armor to come and save us all.
It's kind of what I was hoping anyway.
Sounds a little sarcastic to me. We'll see how it plays out.
Well, that would make a difference, yes. With that addition, let me do some matharuski.
Nothing like being a penny pincher.
Love it. That would bring the price down to, pretty much, that would bring the price down to 2,250 gold.
Oh. Well, it turns out that I did not need the 150 from everyone after all.
Keep it.
Sold.
And what else does he have on that wall, Brian?
She
have on that wall?
200. You said 2,200, right?
Yeah, 2,250.
Okay.
This is where she shot my man with the
No, that was debauchery. That's a guy.
So do we put our 150 gold back?
No, I'm still going to return the 200 at the end of the mission.
He's still keeping it. He's not telling you he had it.
Yeah.
God, that's hilarious. Good old Slyrak.
As far as other things in the shop, let me re-roll it because I did not know the shop would disappear when I hit refresh. Hold on.
You want to know what one of the funniest things about Slyrak is, especially because of his character? You
What's
can't say that he snaked you because that's racist.
That's awesome.
Okay, give me 1 second. So, there are a lot of scrolls in here as well. There's a few staffs. There are some potions. There's a couple of rings.
And are these all behind the counter?
Yeah, everything's behind her.
Okay.
Though there are
I stab her in the throat.
it does. It is behind her, but it feels more like that her cash register is kind of in the front third of the store. Not that you aren't allowed to walk past her. It just is clearly set up so that anything picked up, you'd have to get by her to walk out with.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
What do the
also
rings do?
armors and things. You can ask her.
What type of rings do you have on your wall?
Them rings do, shorty.
Let me see what these do and if I need to get rid of these or not.
There goes Brian nerfing us again.
Hey, look, man, I'm just rolling the shop. It just puts things here.
Can buy it's 50,000 platinum. Can you buy it? This is Wish. It's 100 million platinum.
I just gotta say, inflation is definitely in D&D when Brian's the DM.
Wow. Let me take the
Yesterday's
discount off
price
this
is not
damn
today's
store.
price.
At least someone's paying attention. So she says, well, I have quite the rare find. I have a ring of elemental command, earth elemental. I have a ring of X-ray vision to see through solid matter.
Superman.
And I have a... those are the only two rings currently in stock.
Understood. And in terms of your armors?
Here we go.
What kind of armor can you wear, little fella?
Oh shit.
Hey.
Little mini
Don't
base.
make fun of my height.
Called you a tiny tot.
I would never make fun of a dwarf's height.
Let me
Simply
see.
stating
I have
facts.
light armor. I can wear light armor, medium armor, and shield.
And rabies.
Okay. I have similar armor to what I just showed your friend. I have heavier armor, though I do not think you could fit it.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Oh no! Can you say I wasn't listening? I wasn't listening to his armors.
So she does have +2 armor available.
Okay.
She does, after like scounging around, also have +3, but it's expensive as fuck.
Mm-hmm. How much is that +3?
I'll be back for that in a few weeks.
The +3 with the discount is 12,200 gold.
Woo!
And how much do I have? Give me a second.
Not bad.
Bad.
Right. Yeah, that.
What armor do I currently have on me? Actually, I think
Probably just regular armor.
So
the +2 is how much?
The +2, this +2 is 3,000.
3,000.
but still studded leather?
No, this one is. This one is actually. No, I'm sorry. It is, but it's as you know, the stock is reduced, the price goes up.
Yeah.
But you can't give us a 2-for-1 discount.
He already bought his. No, you already have the underbearers discount.
And you said 2,000.
No,
3.
I said 3,000.
Charm. I use charm person.
Do you cast charm person?
Shit.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't even have it. I don't have it attuned right now. I mean, equipped.
Prepared.
All right. Being prepared. All right,
But
I'll talk.
it'll give you an AC of 14 plus your dexterity bonus up to 2.
Hold up. That armor will give me 14 plus my dexterity bonus.
Yeah, but dexterity bonus maxes out at 2 though.
All right. Yeah. So that wouldn't even
16
make sense for
high,
me.
so you
Armor
give
class is 17. Yeah, my armor class is 17 up there.
What crap? What do you have already? Damn, that's awesome.
Ring of Protection. That was my special item I chose.
Nice.
Good pick.
Fuck.
Really good pick.
That's 40.
Do you have any potions?
Potions. Does she have any?
Of healing.
I'm
Greater
afraid
restoration.
nothing so common.
Oh,
there
shit.
are no potions of greater restoration. That doesn't exist.
Where did I read that from?
Nowhere.
There's potions of greater healing.
Right. As far as like potion of divine super magic, I'm afraid no.
What are we doing here?
I do have a potion of resistance to force damage.
Oh, we should have asked those questions.
Scrolls. Was there any scrolls of scrying?
Fresh out, I'm afraid.
I figured.
What kind of offensive spell scrolls do you have, real quick?
You know, says I'll wait outside, and he goes outside, and he's just like annoyed, and he's just kind of looking on the street and everything, and just trying to pick up on things that go around the city.
Okay. Roll perception for me while you're out there. Well, I have a... Well, I'm not supposed to sell that one. But you do have the Underbaron's button.
We'll keep it between us.
We will not. You will need his permission. But I do have a scroll of power word kill.
Oh shit!
Oh no, you're outside. You didn't hear that.
I'm afraid that's
talking about multiple-
outside of my price range. Looking for something with,
Extremely.
yes, I was looking for something maybe in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th level spell range.
As far as offensive magic, that is the only one I have.
Ah,
Although, what is this one? I do have a scroll that would let you summon a dust devil.
that could be very handy. And how much would that run me?
120 gold.
Sold.
Okay, you have scroll of dust devil.
Scroll. Just sweet. And minus 120. Alright, I'm done in here.
Okay.
Do you know what a point is to anyone who might have healing potions?
For healing potions, you're gonna want to go to and another thing.
And another thing. And we head off to and another thing. Or I head off to and another thing.
Okay.
And while we had to and another thing, I asked the group, did the Underbaron mention the type of rooms the individuals had when they went down below? The shop keep mentioning potions of frost resistance. Made me think like maybe there's a way for us to, if there is any knowledge, we could prepare spells.
I think they were just
to cancel
slashing
that.
wounds from what I
Just
heard.
slashing.
I thought they were puncture wounds from a sword, a large
Okay.
sword.
Real quick, Casper had to step away.
Okay. They were wounds from a greatsword.
Okay.
There were some wounds that clearly came from the scythe of a redcap, but the death blows were all from a greatsword, or a larger
prepare
sword,
for-
I should say.
We gotta prepare for some frost damage. I'll put some elemental spells on me.
Okay.
All right,
So,
but yeah. And another thing.
and another thing. As you walk into and another thing, you are greeted by a younger looking tiefling. He appears to be a young adult. As you enter, he says, "Welcome, travelers. I am Hope. That's the virtue name. That's what I stand for. That's what I'm about. What can I do for you?"
Home, how you doing there? You said home, correct?
I said Hope.
Hope. Oh, I hope we can strike a bargain and a deal, Hope.
Oh,
I'm
this
looking for
one
some
gets
healing
me.
potions.
Okay.
I'm looking for some healing potions. And we can pay, but you know I'm a traveler. I've frequented many travelers have frequented me in the past. And I lean in and I say,
What?
have you ever heard of
Yo,
the Philly Pack?
Roll persuasion.
yo, he said many trails have frequented me. Yo, you're a freak. You're a freak.
That's performance. I need persuasion, sir.
What the hell am I doing? That's even worse.
6. Surely I am far too young to have heard of something like that.
Mm.
What is it exactly you need? Healing potions, you said. And you said you're poor.
You're poor. Oh shit.
Now, Hope, is that any way to start a bartering relationship?
I'm simply trying to see what you are capable of doing. You said you are a traveler. I assumed that meant that you were poor.
No. I'm on an important mission right now for your underbaron. And I am about to go.
Surely you have some token to prove that.
This dick.
We all got a token, right?
No.
It's a single button.
Okay, I show him the button.
His wrist
I don't have it.
button.
Yeah, we're all just
Wait, the group can have. Yeah, that's fine.
we're shopping.
Oh, then a discount shall be applied.
Too bad you're too young.
Sir, do you want to buy from me or not? You're getting a discount
I
from
will
the
buy.
Button. Okay.
You know, Duffy did not go in this store either. He just waited outside.
good thing.
Fino better not ask for no healing potion.
With that, a regular potion of healing would be 25 gold. A potion of greater healing would be 75 gold.
All right. How many do you have?
How many do you need?
Yeah,
Take the lot.
1, 2.
Take the lot.
You're not in the store.
I do have, of course, superior healing. Those cost a little more. At 150 gold a pop. 150.
All right. How many of the 75 do you have?
Let's see how many he has. That's a silly number, but fine. I have 18 of those.
Okay, just a little math. Team, y'all okay with this coming out of the party fund?
What's that? 750 minus 450 is 600. 1350 gold. That makes sense to me.
That was one who's not in the party right now.
No.
This is not a above table
whispers to
question, I
Slyrack.
assume.
You said what?
Jerry whispers to Slyrack, "Hey, if he has this on him, we should rob him."
You talking about Robin Philly?
No, Robin the shopkeep. Robin Hope.
I was about to say,
He wants to rob Hope.
This one, I'll say Jerry's a wild boy.
All right, just gonna lean.
in Slyrack.
So a team again. What's
What's
that?
your play?
1350?
What's your play? My goodness.
I'm taking this as a yes.
I feel the opening.
So, are you buying the 18 regular potions of healing?
Yeah, I'll take it out of the party fund. It's the
Right?
group
I mean, that's a bit greater, right?
greater. The one.
Oh, which one do you buy? Oh, the one for 75. Okay.
Jerry
So
whispers over to Iraq.
1,350 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see anybody? Is there
How
anybody
many
left?
superior does he have?
All right.
So how many of the greater?
How many superiors do you have? You have 18 of the graders.
Yeah. No, 18. I thought you were asking about the base level. It says 75. So let's say 18. Of the better ones, he has 5.
Take those two. It's another 750.
You're not even in the store.
Why is that bothering you so much?
You made a point to stay outside.
2,100 gold altogether.
Because he was so frustrated about coming into this damn
Well,
store.
you can either
It
take his
reminded me-
advice or you can lean into the robbery about to happen. So you got 2 choices. you can engage with him, or you can engage with Ocean's 11.
You have showed him Underbaron's button, and you're about to rob him under the Underbaron's button. So I will let you know that. That's what you're about to
You're
do.
not in the store.
Again, you're allowed to you can lean into what he is advising, or you can lean into the robbery.
I'm not advising. I'm just telling him what's going on. This is above board. I'm telling you what's happening.
you can hear the
We're
above
taking
board voice, or you can hear the whispers of malice.
It's the 2 heads on the shoulder range.
Yo,
Is it 2 heads on the shoulder?
I asked Iraq to leave the restaurant and go outside with us, and I will purchase the things out of the party fund. And if the group has a problem with it, I'll just return from the line.
Oh boy.
Slyrak will leave, but as Slyrak is walking out the door, I will use. Because I don't have any spell slots left because of that fight. However, because I am a snake, I can use suggestion once a day without using a spell slot. Suggestion conveniently doesn't have any repercussions if it fails. So, the command that I will hopefully convey to him is at the end of the transaction, as Philly is about to leave, the store owner will feel persuaded to make a magnanimous donation to the UGOAI and give half of whatever he spent back.
Wow.
And I will leave. That is a wisdom save of 15 for that.
Okay, and I will add on that the one hitch to your suggestion is it being reasonable. So I'd like you to factor in that he's already giving you a 50% discount because of that button. So if he were to feel magnanimous and half it again.
Oh, no. Sorry. It doesn't have anything to do with the transaction. He just feels our efforts to go down there. He is going to make a donation to the group, not really having anything to do with the actual
transaction.
Just these 5 or 6 brave individuals about to go protect us.
Yeah, he does make less money every time he has to close the shop. And the rampant murders do kind of hurt tourism. Let me roll. Let's see what we get.
See if it even works.
Yeah. Let's. What's the save?
15 wisdom.
Natural 20.
Ah, fuck.
For a moment, as you leave, he almost stops you. Then he says, Nah. I believe in you. Good luck. That's what I get.
When Billy comes out without the money, so I'll turn to Jerry.
I think we should have used all three of us. This plan was a dud.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have done some good robbing.
It's all right. After we're successful, people will suspect us less.
Yeah, that's true.
More robbing in the future. You're right. But you know what? It's a lot easier to deal with this right now. Now that we just got done with some murdering.
Okay, so is this natural? Is this
I'll keep
26
going.
your Atheno? 26 is your look outside check?
Yes.
Yeah, it's high as shit.
You see everything.
So you are 100% the group is being clocked by the kids. It is never the same kid twice, but you just quickly paying attention can tell there is legitimate organization to the kids having eyes on you. They're doing other things entirely. They are, still, panhandling, doing other services, but there is a concerted effort by the children to never not have eyes on the group. In addition to that, or I guess aside from that, there is the general buzz of the city that you first walked into. Some whispers and some points, kind of, as you can tell, the word getting around that the UGOAI are the ones who defeated the Red Caps with no casualties to their group. And, actually, oh, that's the UGOAI? A lot of that. And you see some people kind of, you see different looks. You see some jealousy from some groups. You see admiration. You see interest. And you see people who just, don't care too much. But the main things you clock is that the group is now recognizable as the UGOAI down here. You get the impression that everyone who was here for that last Red Cap incursion knows who saved them.
Nice.
So you get the impression that the group is viewed favorably in the Undercity at the moment. Viewed favorably and still being clocked by this group of kids. 26. And there is someone who has had their back to you the entire time, but seems to be... Because you can kind of hear some of the voices coming from the shop, because I assume the door is still open.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell from their body that they are listening to what's going on in the shop. But their back is to you entirely. They have a stall. Looks like they're shopping, but they are very clearly, to your eye, listening to what's going on with your group.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. As we
What's the
begin,
legal smoking
Come back
age?
out. Let me know when y'all come outside.
they are outside.
Yeah, we're done.
What's the legal smoking age down here, Brian?
You don't know.
Because you said he was underage. I need to know what underage means.
No, I didn't say anyone was. He said he was too young for it. He very clearly is a young adult. You get the impression because you rode low that he was not going to give you any kind of discount if he knew who you were and what you sold. He ignored that entirely because he's not giving you more of a discount because of that.
I guess I gotta grow better. Philly pack.
Okay, so I lean back towards Slyrak and I say, "There are kids. They are clocking us. I mean, everywhere we go, they are following us and they are making sure to see us. Also, that individual right there," and I say, with his back to us, he is listening. He's watching us the entire time. And the people, so far, they love us for the most part, but some are indifferent and jealous. What you would expect.
Well, shall we confront this individual personally? Well, the kids seem to know what's going on. Maybe we can ask them who this man is.
I'll walk over and take a listen in.
And I'm going to tell the group too. I just kind of lean back towards Slyrak first.
As soon as Slyrak says, "Shall we go over and confront?" the person starts walking away, making a beeline for the exit.
Slyrak follows
Gary's in
at
pursuit.
about 20 feet distance. Mentions remember Jerry. Loosely follow me.
I lean over to one of the children and say, "Who is that person?"
As they look
Gary's
up,
already 10 feet ahead of Slyrak because
Okay.
he was on.
as Slyrak says that, as Fido says what he says, a fog cloud woof, erupts from that person as everyone is put into this could not see through fog. There's a bit of commotion from the front gate as there's some yelling, some confusion, not quite sure what's going on. You hear the sound of the palisade slapping into place. Moments later,
Yeah, I said mine quietly. I wasn't as ridiculous as Slyrak saying that shit out loud. I just whispered that to him.
I hear you. I hear you. As I assume Jerry does go forward. He did see it before the fog came up, mind you.
Yeah.
But Jerry, as you press forward, boom! Not running full speed, I assume, but you do come into contact with the downed palisade. And after a few moments, the fog does seem to be moving in a radius and does slowly drift away from you all and from the Undercity.
So I look at the kids and say, "You were following us. Of course, that individual was also. Did you get a glimpse of who they were? I can make it worth your while."
First, the kid says, "Ah, shucks, mister, I'm sure I don't know what you mean." Roll persuasion when you offer the money.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Slyrak will. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait to see what happens here first.
Knowledge of past life.
Okay.
$19 altogether.
19. But I mean, for a little coin, I might know who that was.
In coin you shall have. And I give him a gold. Straight up.
Takes it, bites it, and tries to bend it. Oh, that's the real stuff. Pockets it. I don't know his name, but he does seem to kind of hear everything. So we don't talk around him.
Do you know anything else about him? Where he's from? Is he from down here? What is he doing?
Well, from what we can tell, and we've tested it, he doesn't really do anything with the information. I'm pretty sure he lives outside of the city, maybe about 30 minutes into the woods. We've kind of followed sometimes to see where the fog goes. It's not the first time we had to do that. And usually after about 30 minutes, the fog goes away. So he's definitely 30 minutes outside of town. Don't know who he works for. It's weird.
Do you know what he looks like? What race he is?
He always has a cloak on. He's tall, so definitely not dwarf, gnome, halfling. Not too tall, so not half orc. I would say human, elf, half elf, tiefling, ASMR, hobgoblin. Maybe a half orc, half elf. Maybe a half human, half orc. Maybe.
That is okay. You do not have to get into all the half races.
Well, no. I want to be inclusive. So he could also be half tiefling, I don't think he's an Aarakocra. That's hard to hide wings. Could be a changeling. Could be.
Yep. See? What other races do you know? Come on.
Could be a Githraki, though they're rare.
Mm-hmm.
I said
What about
hobgoblin.
Could it be
No,
tabaxi?
no, tabaxis, they move a certain way. They're very agile. I don't think he's a tabaxi. Could be definitely not a young T. You can see the tails of them.
What about the furball?
No, they're big. He's not big enough for that.
Okay.
I said
Not the lizard folk.
changeling. No, he could be mechanical. I've
Well,
never
of course,
really.
yes.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I think you might have gotten most of them. Kid. I appreciate
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I will make sure I think of all the other races too, so that
Okay.
I can tell everyone you were very inclusive.
Okay. As long as we're clear on that. But no, he doesn't seem like I don't know what he doesn't want anything. I don't know what he does. Maybe he's just lonely.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go because you've seen me and talked to me. So I gotta do something else now.
Yeah, do your thinking. Do your thing.
Yeah. And he just kind of slowly backs into the shadow. You get the impression he's just standing there. You have dark vision, right?
I probably do. Let me check.
Oh no, I don't think you do. Do you not have dark vision?
I don't know.
I think I'm the only one.
No, it's Sabet Katra Philly is what I have written.
No,
so
I
maybe
don't.
maybe that's it.
So Bet's in there, Cocker. I don't think they do though, do they?
I think it was something. No, it's based on his backstory.
Oh, that's right. He's got that.
No, I don't think you have dark vision, Fino. So that's funny. It'd be funny if you could see him standing there, but it's still funny enough that he backed into shadow.
So when he does that, and I'll kind of look toward that shadow and just smile and wink at him.
You hear a suppressed laugh. Very quickly, though, the Warden Guild figures out nothing's happening. That's a danger. The Palisade comes back up, and everyone gets back on with daily life. It's 11:43, so if there's nothing else, we can probably save the rest for next week.
Man, you fuckers love to shop.
Shopping's important, man. You gotta be prepared.
Yeah, with my shield now, my AC is a 20.
I want to take a long rest, which is 4 hours, if you guys will let me.
I assume you guys are gonna go up there and sleep, and then figure out things after that.
So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some of y'all got.
I would just like to say, if you don't shop, you can't steal. So.
No, I feel you.
You don't shop, you can't steal.
Negotiating. I'm just like, I can't negotiate. The keep skating. I'm like, leave it alone.
Just
I'm
pay
very
the
discount.
money.
Still trying to
Right, you got 50% off, and you're still trying to get more off. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Yo, what is
It was
this?
expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I just wanted to rob them. So
With the extra discount, I could barely afford it.
feeling that was smart though. To buy all those potions was smart. You got 23 big ass potions. It's important.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I rolled 18. There's no way they dole those out correctly. That's fine. So someone's gonna have 15 and go down. That's just gonna be that potion stuff. It's like, it's a bonus action. That's fine. Eat action economy. I'm fine with that.
I hear that. Give Slyrex 17 or something.
Give him all the potions.
Definitely, Philly. Make sure you dole them out in a manner that everybody has some, so they can try. We can kind of get to people.
And one thing that I realized on this last fight was like, I'm playing like I'm still Samson or one of my other characters, when in this campaign, I'm a tank. And so I'm watching this shit hit you guys, and I'm like, oh, this can't touch my AC. I'm like, oh, that's why I'm supposed to be down
You're 21, right?
there. Yeah.
Yep, you should definitely be down there. Live and learn, you know. No, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. I like how. I'm glad that fight was so educational.
My AC is a 4, so anything's good. It's a 4.
Right,
I don't think that's possible. It has to be, at least be a 10 or a 9 at most.
It's a 9.
Shut up.
Says the dex-based fighter.
Right. At least a 14.
Right.
Minimum.
It's a 16. It's not crazy high.
It's good,
It's
though.
okay.
It's respectable.
No, it's decent. Not like you guys. It's decent.
Yeah, you guys have some tanks. That's interesting.
What do you mean, you guys? It's you guys.
You guys. Right. Pronounce it right. All right. Pronounce it right.
I hate you guys.
You is pronounced oo.
I'm hoping that
Little umlauts on there.
a 20 AC with the displacer cloak won't keep you from fucking dying all the time.
Sure.
Keep your fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, man.
Especially if you throw up those clones.
Right.
No.
If there's one thing about Slyrack, he's gonna make a wrong decision.
Oh yeah. He has no experience in the world. I'm having a blast fucking playing that.
Playing bad decision guy.
Yes. He's like a newborn. He knows magic items because that's the only thing that he's had exposure to in his life.
That's legitimately so fucking funny.
Vino is
He
definitely
knows prison
tired.
cells and magic items. That's it. Outside of that, he's a newborn.
And Jerry's slowly seeing this out there in the shits. Like, we talk a bunch of shit about all the shit we've been through, but it was really just like pickpocket shit. We're running away from people. Imagine Aladdin in the opening scene.
Yeah, it just seemed like you guys were just Aladining around.
Yes.
Well, I'm so
Thinking
happy.
you're so cool. After we get back to our little hideouts, just fucking bragging to each other.
Yeah,
I'm so
and then
happy
we end
you
up
guys
giving
didn't
bread
steal.
to the little poor kids.
Greg is saying he's very happy you guys didn't steal.
No, that's me.
Oh, was you saying?
I'm just I'm like, y'all got the button of the underburn. Please don't steal with this shit on us.
How is Rogue the character that's happy we didn't steal?
Because
It's crazy.
Okay, not a
the only
monolith.
place I was willing to steal from was debauchery after his bullshit last time.
Oh,
That
after
was the only place. And only if we didn't show the button.
And we weren't really stealing. We were just.
No, the suggestion was fine. Suggestion was fine. I think that was a clever and chill way to go about it.
Mm-hmm. It had a chance. It did have a chance. He does legitimately lose business every time people get murdered. So that's that. Man, what you guys are a great group. That was a good session, guys. A lot of lore, a lot of good questions asked, a lot of good bargaining done in that contract, and a legitimate toss-up of whether to have the permanent item or not. I'm honestly not sure which one's the better way to go, but choice was made.
So we had to subtract 2,100 gold from the party fund, which was add
Correct.
what? It was 750 platinum. We're setting 500 gold, so it's 5,400 gold. So it's 540 platinum left.
Well, you also spent 90 something on shopping from the party fund as well.
Yes, 91.
Yeah,
Gold.
91 gold from shopping.
So 9.1
From
platinum.
yeah, from furnishing the house.
So it should be 530 platinum and 9 gold left. The party's some fun. Who are you keeping track of that, Brian? Or you want us to?
No, that's on you guys.
Okay,
I will write it down, but it's going to be notes amongst other notes. So.
I just don't know where I should put that.
I'm gonna figure it out on World Anvil where it would make sense.
That's why I'm picking my notes. So I'm putting it under the session.
There's got to be a way just to make a party fun on that you guys can just play with. I gotta figure out what that looks like and how it works, and we'll go from there. But yeah, really good session, guys. Look at you guys making friends, cutting deals.
A text channel in Discord for it.
Oh, that's true. I may do that. But well navigated, well played, well dice rolled. I do not. Did you guys get the name of the person who murdered his friends? I don't think you did.
No.
We asked him, but he didn't answer.
It got lost in the conversation then. If you asked, he would have told you the guy's name was.
Well, cursed.
Yes. No, it was Theobald.
Gopher.
Theobald.
Okay.
And we did ask.
Murderer. All right.
He's a human.
Most murderers are.
Yeah, you know those humans.
Not for real.
It is what it is.
It's probably from Baltimore too.
Oh boy! All right, everyone. Good session. I'm